Welcome to Where Fashion Meets Fragrance. My name is Kevin Samuels, and in today's video, I give you my most complimented fragrances of all 2017. The #1 list. The list of all lists. Sit down, buckle up. This is going to be a hell of a ride. If you like these kind of videos, cool. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, then turn on notifications for our future video and live stream updates. Show your boy some love. That's right, folks, part 3, the finale, the national championship. My 15 most complimented fragrances of all 2017, either niche or designer, it doesn't matter. These are the fragrances that won out of all of them. I put these fragrances through their paces, and each and every one of them came out like a champ. They're not going to be in any particular order except the most complimented fragrance of the year and the second runner-up. First, we got to get started with the find of the year. Concrete and Canvas, my fragrance primer. This is the game changer, the thing that's going to change your fragrance life. Spray it here, 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 and here. This is the thing you're going to want to put in your fragrance collection. Make your fragrances last longer, stronger, and stay truer to form. Canvas and Concrete, your boy brought it to you first. Of course, we got to give honorable mention to Molecule 1, Molecule Oud 2. You know how I feel about these fragrances? I did you a favor. I didn't put these in the list because they would have had my top 15 spots. These would have actually ranked really, really high. I actually wanted to do something different and give you true fragrances, not fragrance notes. Molecule 1, Molecule Oud 2 would have easily been top 10, probably top 6. It might be #1. We're going to start the list off with Parfums de Marly Layton. Parfums de Marly Layton. I am simply surprised at how many compliments this thing got me over the year. And I've told you it stopped an interview, it stopped a news conference. Basketball players were asking me what I was wearing. This stuff just does magic on my skin. Parfums de Marly Layton. I know Layton exclusive is out. I've smelled it. But hey, this one works for me, so Parfums de Marly Layton, thank you for a great 2017, one of my most complimented fragrances of the entire year. Parfums de Marly Layton. Next up, Costume National Soul. Very sexy fragrance, has made several of my lists. I've interviewed it by itself. Goodness gracious, guys, it just doesn't get much better than this. Every one of these fragrances are a bona fide winner. Costume National Soul, wow, so good. I hope more people put their nose in it and put this in their collection. You'll be glad you did. Next up, we have Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. Tuscan Leather, bona fide compliment monster. This does so many things so well on my skin. You just can't say enough good things about it. Tuscan Leather has a special place in my heart. That raspberry leather just does some interesting things when it gets on the wind. Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. Highly complimented fragrance. Ladies love it. Thanks, Tom, for making a bona fide winner. Black Phantom. Black Phantom. Another surprise this year. That sugarcane dark rum chocolate thing, I am just really utterly shocked at how good it did. It actually bumped out straight to heaven. It bumped out musk oud. It bumped out incense oud. It bumped out back to black as the most complimented fragrance from the Killian line. Truly shocking. But this stuff is so freaking good. Black Phantom. Put your nose on it if you haven't smelled it. By Killian's best of the year and one of my most complimented fragrances of all 2017. From the house of Hermes, that's right, Terre Hermes. You just can't go wrong with this Citrus Gunflint Vetiver Dry Down fragrance. Especially when it's about 50 to 80 degrees, this thing just shines. Wow, guys. To make my list of top 15, you had to really work, and this thing really works. This is a conversation starter. Bona fide conversation starter in multiple places. You'll be hearing more about this in other videos this year. But hey, don't let it just fall out of favor because new things are coming along. And just because new things come along don't mean the old ones don't work. This one just simply works, and that's why it made my list. The best designer fragrance on the planet, period, Acqua di GIO Profumo, made my most complimented list of 2017. Look, guys, it's just a monster. It's just a compliment monster that incense and patchouli work so well. In all kind of situations, all kind of things. So, hey, you got to give credit where credit's due. They did their thing. Acqua di GIO Profumo, one of my most complimented fragrances of 2017. I'm going to get a lot more mileage out of it in 2018. Put your nose on it. Well, just bottle it. Bottle it. It's that good. To Tom Ford, Oud Wood is That's right, it's Oud Good. It's Oud Good because it just works. It works, it works, it works, it works. Works in so many situations, signature scent worthy. I can't say enough things about Oud Wood. It even has its own catchy little rhyme. Put it in your life. They have all the body products. They even have the body spray now. Oud Wood is just a great fragrance, and it's going to be a staple in my collection for many years to come. Thanks Tom Ford for making Oud Wood so easy to wear and so complimented. Ooh, this stuff is good. Maison Francis Kurkdjian Grand Soir. You had to know it was going to be on the list. This amber honey fragrance just transports the wearer. One of my favorite fragrances of all time from this line. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. If Soul made the list, you know this thing had to make the list. Wow. And being that it's a cooler time of the year, I love wearing this. I love this. I love this. I love it. It's so good. It's so good, guys. Do yourself a favor. Put your nose on it. If you love ambers, you like honeys, you'll like this one. Francis Kurkdjian Grand Soir, one of my most complimented fragrances of all 2017. Since we're talking about ambers, we gotta go with Christian Dior Ambre Nuit. Yes, Ambre Nuit, a rose amber, masterpiece fragrance. So elegant, refined, sophisticated, compliment monster. You run out of adjectives when you talk about a masterpiece, and this is a masterpiece of a fragrance. I know some people say it's been reformulated, but even if it's been reformulated, it still smells freaking phenomenal. Christian Dior Ambre Nuit, one of my most complimented fragrances of 2017. I'm gonna wear it a heck of a lot more in 2018. Tom Ford Grey Vetiver Eau de Parfum. Look, when you do something right, you do something right. You can make a fragrance that's not only masculine, but signature scent worthy and still complimented from younger ladies all the way to death. That's a good thing. Tom Ford Grey Vetiver Eau de Parfum, quintessential masculinity in a bottle and so good. Wow, springtime is coming. You want to make sure you get this in your life for sure. This is a phenomenal fragrance for so many reasons. Get it in your collection. There's something about chicken in this fragrance. And in 2017, Dior Homme showed out. It showed straight out. Every time I wore this, it stopped traffic. People moved around, asked me what I was wearing. This was just phenomenal. This thing needs to get more talk in the fragrance community. I don't know why. I don't know why people don't wear it. Maybe they don't like the powdery nature of iris, but in my opinion, it's not one to be slept on. Dior Homme, one of my most complimented fragrances of 2017. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of honorable mentions here because they just got edged off the list. Pure Malt by Thierry Mugler and Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Both of those easily could have made the list, but they just got edged out, but I feel like I had to say them because it was so close. It was so close. We were separated by a point or two for those making the list. 2017 was that competitive. We're getting close to the top, and Nascimato Pardon is worthy of being that high. This magnolia chocolate thing, sexy fragrance, highly complimented. All the adjectives you want in the book, just phenomenal, simply phenomenal. Almost a beast mode fragrance in my opinion, and it does so well. Nascimato Pardon, I have to get a backup bottle and a backup bottle. I don't ever want to be without this one in my collection. If you haven't put your nose on it, try it. All right guys, we're almost at the end. We're at the top 3. Which 3 fragrances made my most complimented of all 2017? Drum roll, please. Bond number 9, New York Oud. Yep, my baby made 3. It made 3. I love this stuff. I simply love it. I love it. I love it. I know each and every time I wear this Rose Oud combo, magic is going to happen. I am going to own the room. You can make an easy argument that Rose Oud has been overdone in the fragrance industry. This one is a very unique one. That plum note in there and that saffron just give it a whole different characteristic that if you have skin that performs like mine, this thing is simply magic. Bond number 9, New York Oud, my 3rd most complimented fragrance of all of 2017. Now we're up to the runner-up. What is my 2nd most complimented fragrance of all of 2017? Creed Aventus, the king of fragrances, came in number 2. Smoky Birch Pineapple. You know what it is, you know what it does, you've heard about it countless times, so there's no real mystery here. Creed Aventus simply works. Doesn't matter if it's a smoky batch, a fruity batch, Z01, I have all 3. It just has to be Aventus. It is the king for a reason. It's my second most complimented fragrance of all 2017. That brings me to number 1. What is my most complimented fragrance of all 2017? And here's what I'll say about the number 1 fragrance. The number 2 and 3 fragrance were pretty close to one another. The number 1 fragrance beat all of them by a long shot. It wasn't even close. I mean, this one kicked every other fragrance's butt. I'm even surprised. I'm even shocked. But the results speak for themselves, and Pineapple Vintage Intense won everything. Pineapple Vintage Intense is my most complimented fragrance of all 2017. I got random clips where I'm on Instagram or Facebook and people are coming up and talking to me. I even have a clip where I'm outside at a barbecue restaurant talking on Facebook Live and somebody comes over and says, "Yeah, that's what's up." I mean, the stuff simply works. I know this is probably going to come as a surprise to a lot of you guys, but the numbers don't lie. The track record is here. Pineapple Vintage Intense was by far my most complimented fragrance of 2017. I wore all those fragrances, but this one just took the cake. And it wasn't even close. It kicked Aventus's butt. Yes, it did. On my skin for how I wore it. Your mileage may vary. Don't hate me in the comment section. Hey, it is what it is. If your mileage vary, cool, but that's what I got. Those are my most complimented fragrances of 2017. It's not a competition. I know your list is going to be different, and to that end, hit us up in the comment section. Let us know your most complimented fragrances. It doesn't matter if it's niche or designer. What were the fragrances that did their damn thing in 2017? As usual, if you like this kind of video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and share it out to anybody that you think can use the information. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Until the next time, talk at you later. By the way, you want to stay connected? Follow me on social media. Links down in the description. Peace, 2 fingers, and I'm out. It's your boy.